So be it. There.
What can I do?
Yes?
Yes?
What? Huh? Sure.
I'm tired of waiting, Comad. How big can this dragon of yours be? I'm going in.
Chatukunde muleraves kachikun itahodonga ikinkuno ba mulerachikun slimo podonar deodonga kungabe mucho shakpakat Kieno no namapaole rachikun. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukunde mulerabes. Kachikun idahaldonga. Ikinkuno ba mulerachikun. Slimo podonar deodunga kungabe. Jedabadowana ni dibobo. Dong na bungsha nununya. Dong patukas magtalea. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukunde mulerabes. Mucho shakpakat. Kieno no namapaole rachikun. Kachikun idahaldonga. Ikinkuno ba mulerachikun. Slimo podonar deodonga kungabe. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukunde mulerabes. Kachikun idahaldonga. Ikinkuno ba mulerachikun. Slimo podonar deodunga kungabe. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukunde mulerabes. Kachikun idahaldonga. Ikinkuno ba mulerachikun. Slimo podonar deodunga kungabe. Hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukunde mulerabes. Kachikun idahaldonga. Ikinkuno ba mulerachikun. Slimo podonar deodunga kungabe. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukunde mulerabes. Kachikun idahaldonga. Ikinkuno ba mulerachikun. Slimo podonar deodunga kungabe. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukunde mulerabes. Kachikun idahaldonga. Ikinkuno ba mulerachikun. Slimo podonar deodunga kungabe. Jedabadowana ni dibobo. Dong na bungsha nununya. Dong patukas magtalea. di hotonga kun honkabi. Ona kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tuk ninja tukunne mulera muchashak pakat. Kiye no dama paule rachikun.
What can I do?
Yes?
Achuta. Unga kun bistul. Achuta. Unga kun bistul. Jedu baduana ni di bobo. Dong na bungsha nunya. Dong patukashmak telea. Tune pudu. Rananu prata donko shirkasha. Jum na apike. Nandayata. Wata yuma wama huhu nandektek. Jedu baduana ni di bobo. Dong na bungsha nunya. Ka chikun ida haldonga. Yiking kuno.
We Mandalorians believe in loyalty to our brothers in arms. You have allied yourself to this hunter. Betraying him now is disgraceful.
This betrayal is beneath you. Do not let your greed draw you to the dark side.
Muchashak pakat. Kiye no dama paule rachikun. Jedu baduana ni di bobo. Dong na bungsha nunya. Dong patukashmak telea. Ka chikun ida haldonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chikun. Stimo podonar de hodonga ku. Muchashak pakat. Kiye no dama paule.
anybody else get the feeling that finding this star map in the back of this Crate Dragon's cave is more than just a coincidence?
The star map is an artifact of the dark side. The Crate Dragon may have been drawn here by its dark power. Enslaved by it.
Now that we've got what we came for, we should probably move on. Can't say I'm going to miss this pinnacle we're over there.
Sure.
At last, my search is over. I was beginning to fear someone else had killed you and deprived me of the pleasure you may have defeated the pathetic bounty hunter my master sent after you. But you are no match for me. I have studied at the foot of the Dark Lord himself. Your words mean nothing to me, unless you wish to beg for your life. No? Then I shall try to make this both quick and painful.
I'm
Sure.
here. The Force fights with me.
What?
What can I do? There. What can I do?
Yes? Yes?
I'm here.
Yes?
Thanks for your help. Did the company send you? Well, you've got a lot of work ahead of you. Do you know about their enclave in the south? They've taken all the Zerka weapons that were supposed to protect us. You'll have to... Yeah, so do... the Jawas will salvage it.
willo, ye tau piso, kinkun na ba muri rati.
Yatuka ulwan kinkuna ba murira, ratikun, mucha shakpampa.
Okumiri, chupa chukuna kuma katrisa punsa. Igra tu haku jijiya, mambe pamu kovaru ba kuppa. Una willo, wanga kanaki, Igra, una willo, ye tau piso, kinkun na ba muri rati. Okumiri, chupa chukuna kuma katrisa punsa. Kuppa, una willo.
Ki mulira kun kin. Tong hitwama agi. Chiwi aita kat.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerga Corporation. Is this about bounties or something else? I see that, but do you have the all-important chieftains, Gaffy? That was what you agreed to get for us. Well, that is a very big headache that you've removed. I'm sure there are still sand people out there, but they'll be quieter now. I think I'll give you a bonus for this. You've more than lived up to your side of the bargain. Zerga Corporation thanks you. wouldn't want you to leave without this additional reward. Yes, of course I wouldn't.
Zerka may be a corrupt organization, but that does not justify us using the Force for personal gain. What can I do?
Yes?
Welcome back. As you wish.
interdictor ship. They must have been waiting for us on the hyperspace route. We're caught in their tractor beam.
Do you recognize the ship?
It's the Leviathan. Saul Karrath's vessel. My own mentor. Admiral Karrath taught me everything I know about being a soldier. He was a legend in the Republic fleet, and a hero to me until he betrayed us. When the Sith attacked my homeworld, the Leviathan, Saul Karrath's flagship, was at the head of the fleet. My family was destroyed that day, and my wife died in the Sith bombardment.
That is not the way of the Jedi. Vengeance, anger, emotion. These things lead to the dark side.
I'm not gonna do anything stupid. I mean, I won't throw our lives away in some mad quest for vengeance, but if I get a chance to kill Saul during our escape, nobody better get in my way.
Talk of an escape is somewhat premature, don't you think? We don't even have a plan to get out of this mess yet.
I'll admit, it won't be easy. Saul's no fool, and he won't underestimate us either. We can count on plenty of guards watching every move we make.
Maybe Admiral Karrath doesn't know how many of us there are on board. We all have special talents. Talents we could exploit so that one of us can stage a rescue. We just have to figure out who has the best chance to avoid capture so they can come and rescue us later. It's a long shot, but it's our only hope.
Well, if we're gonna pick someone to save our skins, we better do it quick. In another minute, we're gonna have Sith troops marching up our loading ramp.
You could give me a shot to delay my healing mods from kicking in. A small incendiary grenade will leave burn marks that look like I was injured while making repairs to the ship. Make my wounds bad enough, and the Sith will drag me off to the morgue or the medical facility to die. When my healing mods kick in, I'll come back and save the rest of you. I'll go into the Ebon Hawk's armory and give myself that shot right now. The plating on the doors back there will keep the rest of you safe from the grenade explosion.
Hold on, they're dragging us into the docking bridge.
Бастилу, Karth, and the crew have been taken prisoner as you ordered, Commander.
Excellent. Have you searched the ship thoroughly? Admiral Karrath warned me to be on alert for any kind of treachery.
We found an injured Mandalorian in the back. Looks like he was trying to rig the ship's engines to break free of our tractor beam when something exploded.
Admiral Karrath wants us to question all the prisoners. Did you get any information from him?
He's unconscious right now. I don't think he's going to make it. He's burned pretty bad.
Dump the Mandalorian in the medical bay. Let them take the blame if he dies before the Admiral has a chance to interrogate him.
Karth, it has been far too long since we last spoke. I see the recent months have not been kind in your case. I barely recognized you.
But I recognize you, Saul. I see your face every night, even as I promised myself I will kill you for what you did to my homeworld.
Did you learn nothing in your time under me? As a soldier, you should understand that casualties were unavoidable. This was an act of war.
It was a cowardly act of betrayal. Your fleet bombed a civilian target into oblivion without warning or provocation, and the blood of those innocent people is on your hands.
In war, even the innocent must die. The Sith would not accept me until I proved I had truly turned my back on the Republic by bombing the planet.
My wife died in that attack, Saul. And for that, I swear I'll kill you.
You used to be a man of action, not of empty words. Cling to your lust for revenge if you must, but spare me your tired threats. I've heard them all before. You're an insignificant part of these events anyway. Lord Malak is far more interested in your Jedi companions. He has great plans for them.
We will never serve Malak or the dark side. The Sith will be destroyed, Admiral Karrath, as will you if you don't turn away from this path.
Your words are brave, Бастилу, but the lure of the dark side is hard to resist. Or so I've been told. I wonder if your companion is as devoted to the light as you are. Your loyalty is as fickle as ever, I see. Malak will find that amusing, though I seriously doubt he will want you of all people at his side. The Dark Lord would probably reward me if I just killed you once and for all, but he may want to question you given the trouble you've caused him, and the history between you. You mean, oh, this can't be true, can it? You really don't know what's going on here, do you? Well, I won't be the one to deprive Malak of the pleasure of telling you himself. The Dark Lord will no doubt torture you for information and for his own twisted pleasure. Eventually, you will tell him everything. The Sith can be very persuasive. However, Lord Malak is in another sector. It may be some time before he arrives, so I suppose I will have to fill in for him until then. Activate the torture fields. Enough. I don't want them to pass out before I question them. Malak will appreciate any information I can give him when he arrives.
Don't waste your breath, Saul. We won't answer any of your questions.
I'm sure you won't. However, we both know your friend's loyalties have proven in the past to be somewhat flexible.
What are you saying? Physical pain is nothing compared to the suffering of the galaxy if Malak should defeat the Jedi.
It is time to put your loyalty to the test. I doubt torturing you will gain me your true cooperation. Your will is too strong to be broken that way. However, even the strongest of heroes has trouble watching those they care about suffering. The interrogation will begin now. Each time you refuse to answer or give me a false answer, Бастила will suffer. You expect me to fall for such a transparent ploy? You travel halfway across the galaxy with someone and you expect me to believe you feel nothing for each other? I tire of these games. Now I want answers. On what planet is the Jedi Academy at which you were trained? Alderaan is nothing but a planet of artisans and philosophers. There is no training academy there. You must think this is a game. Very well, this is the price of your resistance. Enough. You see what happens when you try to defy me. This first question was a test. Obviously, Malak knew the Academy was on Dantooine, and it has since been destroyed by our fleet. Dantooine is an empty graveyard now. Nothing is there but a smoking ruin and the charred remains of your former masters. A brave front, but your feigned indifference does not fool me. Your masters are eradicated, along with any hope of someone rescuing you. Now, tell me your mission. How were the Jedi planning on using you to stop Lord Malak and our Sith Armada? Do you take me for a fool? The Jedi are not assassins. They would never devise such a plan.
No! Thing!
Listen, can you not hear her suffering? You can spare her further pain by simply answering my questions. Now I will ask again, on what mission did the Jedi Council send you? Perhaps another lesson is in order.
No! No! I beg you, no! Mercy! No!
I am surprised she did not pass out sooner. Rarely have I seen someone withstand such punishment and remain conscious. I see I am wasting my time here. When Malak arrives, you will learn my interrogation techniques are considered merciful among the Sith. I will leave you here in your cell with a small taste of the horrors you will suffer when Lord Malak arrives.
Don't try to move too quickly. You might not be fully recovered yet. Admiral Karath had his guards continue to torture you even after you passed out.
They tortured all of us, though you got the worst of it by far. Saul wanted them to make us suffer. He's become some sort of sadistic monster.
The dark side has perverted him, Karth. Once you start down the tainted path, it leads you ever further into the depths of evil. I fear he is forever lost.
This is not a matter to joke about. If there is one thing we can learn from Saul, it's how the power of the dark side can corrupt even the bravest of heroes.
Sorry, forgive me. Snapping at you like that won't help our situation. I suppose I'm taking the news of Dantooine's destruction quite hard. First Taurus, now the Academy. Is there no end to the killing? We should have felt a disturbance in the Force when the attack came. The fact that we did not is a bad sign. I fear the dark side is growing stronger, casting shadows our vision cannot pierce. I can only hope that some of the Jedi escaped. Rook, Endar, Zar. I cannot imagine all of them being gone. In any case, we've lost our one place of refuge in the galaxy.
None of this will matter if we don't get out of this prison before Saul gets back. Saul mentioned that Lord Malak was on his way. I think the Admiral left to prepare for his arrival and to report the results of our interrogation.
It is fortunate you were able to resist the Admiral's questioning. The fate of the galaxy could be changed by revealing the slightest piece of vital information. I have to confess something. There was a moment, just a moment, when part of me was hoping you would tell him what he wanted to know, just to make the horrible pain stop. I know you would never do anything to intentionally cause me pain, but you did the right thing. I don't honestly know if I could have been as strong in your position. To watch you suffer like that, it might have been too much for me to bear. Did you feel that? A disturbance in the Force. The Admiral has sent his message. The Dark Lord knows we're here now. Malak is coming.
Well, then we better hope Canderous busts us out of here before he arrives.
That'll show you.
Baso, Gino Molirani Bubo, Tonking Ba, no Kunexak. Tong Hitwama Aki Inkotune, Portang Hiwama Ji Aki Inkotun, Tong Pa no Kun, no Nek, Chiwi Aita Ka Chonchi, Jiska Dosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winki Smaktoma, Kuyami, Jusku Chitanai, Uchua Penk, Jaskronki to Patslimo. Chi itakanki channa kilikon kinba mulira dwanaji Nekawa dubaka patisa ichuta yun patisa kinba nikchalora kun Smilia tinkuinkoka chiwi aita ka chonchicha agi inko tune chuna mulira tangi wamaji kona Smilia! Tingkuin ko ka! Tingkuin ko ka! Kingbanik chalora kun! Tung abashun! Tanghi mamaji aki inkotun! Kachopa bogra shanko tachi cha! Chawa wiskun yun kun! Achua penki! Yun patisa! Tijuba ji konka na Chiwa aita kang ki jiyokaku Uba baska do Hava Yun patisa Chiwa Baso, Gino Molirani Bubo, Tonking Ba, no Tong Hitwama Aki Inkotune, Portang Hiwama Ji Aki Inkotun, Tong Pa no Kun, no Nek, Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Jiska Dosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winki Smaktoma, Kuyami Jusku.
job, Canderous. You keep getting us out of jams like this, and there might be a place for you in the Republic Army, even if you are a Mandalorian. Now, if I remember the layout of the ship, our equipment should be in a storage chamber just through the north doors. After we grab our stuff, we need to get to the main bridge controls. The bridge is the only place that we can open the docking gates of the hangar where they've got the Ebon Hawk. We have to open those gates before we can fly out of here.
We better get moving. I can feel the darkness of Malak's presence approaching, and I don't want to be here when he arrives. None of us is a match for the Sith Lord. Then you are a fool. The power of the Dark Lord is strong enough to destroy any of us, even you. It would be suicide to face Malak here. We need to get away before he arrives. Surprise and secrecy will serve us best. A small group might have a better chance of sneaking onto the bridge undetected while the others make their way down to the Ebon Hawk.
Count me in, then. I've got a score to settle with the Admiral before we get off this ship. And I have a feeling I'm gonna find him on the Leviathan's bridge.
That's a good idea. The others can get to the Ebon Hawk on their own. Karth and I might need your help. The three of us will get our equipment and make our way to the bridge. The rest of you head down to the docking hangar where they've got the Ebon Hawk. You'll have to find a way to deal with the guards.
Don't you worry about that. I know how to deal with the guards. They won't know what hit them.
We'll meet you there as soon as we get those docking bay doors open. Just make sure the Hawk is ready to fly when we get there. And may the Force be with you. What can I do?
Ready.
Yes?
We're at the Ebon Hawk. Like we figured, it's under heavy guard. But don't worry, we'll figure out a plan to take care of them.
I'm here.
Sure.
okay?
I'm here.
Yes?
Yes?
Yes?